Hey, practice owners. Steve Parker, CEO and editor of the Profitable Dentist magazine here. And I want to reach out to you today. I got my good friend, Gary Cady, Next Level Practice. And we have teamed up to do a series based on Gary's book, Million Dollar Dentistry. By the way, this is a first edition, right, Gary?
That's right.
These things sell for like $2,000 on eBay or something like that. You can't get this one, but you can get a copy. And so what we figured out, Gary and I were talking, 2020 was a really, really, really hard year for practice owners. PPP loans, staff problems, shutdowns, comebacks, PPE, all that stuff. And we were trying to figure out a way to help docs, practice owners get back on track in 2021. And what we realized was, it's really no different than, when Gary wrote this book. So we're putting together a series that is based on the chapters of Gary's book. And Gary, can you kind of explain what the book is, where it came from? You didn't just dream it one day, I know. And it's a bestseller. It's been around for a long time. So I'm teasing about the book, but it really is amazing. And it became the foundation of this series we're going to do just because it works.
Yeah, you bet. And thanks, Steve, for being a partner and bringing this message out to dentists who really just want to know, what do I need to do and get it done? They don't want to be messing around. And back when I wrote it originally in 2006, and it's been 7 editions since then. The number one thing was I was codifying a new business model that allowed the doctor to have the freedom to do the work that they love to do and have the time to enjoy it. In order to do that, they needed the freedom to have a business model that was simple and easy to implement. And so what I did was I took all the learnings that I did when I was working inside of practices and codified a business model and a step-by-step process. So they didn't have to spend so much time on the business side of their business. They can really focus in on the clinical side, or if they wanted multiple units, they could become an entrepreneur. And they didn't need to be stressed and frustrated and overwhelmed anymore. And so, I couldn't believe it. I wrote this book, Steve, in my Hoboken apartment, and it's been over 100,000 in print. We've implemented this in over 6,000 practices. And it's a step-by-step Bible or guide to how to build a practice in today's world. It's still relevant today. It's like Led Zeppelin or the Beatles, Steve. It's like still relevant today, brother. Because
never gets old.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's the fundamentals of business and people. And that's why it always works.
Well, and that's the thing that you and I have talked about a million times. There is a magic that's not really magic about getting your practice successful. And, you did it here in the book. We're going to do it in this series, 12 episodes. All you have to do is click below and get registered. You can watch one, you can watch them all. And at the end, the cool thing is Gary's going to give you a way to get your own copy of Million Dollar Dentistry free. And I encourage everybody who's listening and everybody in our audience to just take the time, watch one episode. I think you'll love it. You'll be hooked and you'll want to watch them all. So with that, Gary, I can't wait to do this with you.
Oh man, what a privilege, Steve. It's really exciting. And it's like, if through the pandemic, it wasn't done to us, it was done for us. And if you're grappling with a particular area, that was the thing that you needed to deal with the whole time. See, what a crisis does is it unveils the area of opportunity for once you put that in. It gives you the freedom that you want. It gives you getting you out of survival and quickly moves you into thriving very, very fast. So I'm super excited to bring this and do it together, Steve.
Me too. Practice owners, click the link below, register right now.